Alright guys, we got 37 orders going out for a total of $822 gross. So let's go ahead and start pulling these orders. What's going on, everybody? My name is Marcus. Welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be a what sold video. I'm going to show you guys what I've been selling today, and hopefully you guys will be able to find an item or two that you didn't know anything about. But without further ado, let's get into this first order. The first order is going to be a pair of clogs. Got these clogs, USA footwear. These sold for a total of $27 plus shipping. All right, the next item going out is gonna be this. This is just a plain blank vintage Russell athletic sweatshirt. The thing about this though is it's stained. It's got like black, looks like tar or something on the waist and on the sleeve. So I guess somebody worked on a car in it or something like that. But still, vintage made in the USA Russell is definitely something that you guys want to pick up. Whether it sells for a lot of money or not, it will sell. But these blanks can be used by someone that's going to make like a vintage t-shirt or a vintage sweatshirt or whatever, reproduction or something like that. Whether that's frowned upon or not, that's not my business. I'm just here to provide the shirt for it. That sold for $14 plus shipping. How are sales going for you guys? Have sales picked up? Are they slow? Are they steady? What's the situation with you guys? For me, I feel like the sales that I'm running are keeping the sales coming in. Whether they sell for a lot of money or not is the question. But you just want to have an equal balance of higher price items to counterbalance the lower price sales. So next item is this vintage Nokia t-shirt. You guys remember when Nokia like phones were all the rage back in like what I want to say like 2000, something like that, and they had the snake game on there? Tell me you ain't had that. This shirt right here sold for $15 on the best offer. I think I had it listed for about 30, just trying to be hopeful. But this isn't one of the cooler ones that we're selling for like $100. If you guys find some of these vintage Nokia shirts, some of them go for really good money, but I just settled on a $15 offer on this one. Levi's 505 beige jeans. These sold for $16.75 on some type of offer or coupon. Got these vintage Adidas track pants. These sold for $17.50. This American Eagle camouflage hoodie sold for $15. Now this is my personal hoodie. So what had happened was last week we had a snowstorm in the Midwest. Or ice and snow, actually, rather. And I wasn't able to get on the highway because I got the world's most raggediest car, which you guys have heard me say plenty of times. I've gotten snowed in before with my car just not being snow worthy. And this instance was no exception. Was not able to get on the highway to go to the bins. So instead of going to the thrift stores locally and paying a bunch of money for inventory, I just listed items out of my closet for the day. I took 40 items. I did not draft anything that day. I took 40 items out of my closet. That was one of the items from my closet that sold. These are Nike shorts with the they got like the big gigantic swoosh on the leg. You guys can't tell, but these were also one of the items that I listed out of my personal clothing the same snowstorm day. And these sold for $20 plus shipping. These are Abercrombie & Fitch sweat shorts. These are also out of my personal closet, same snowstorm day. These sold for $13.40 on a best offer. I accepted. Levi's 550 jeans. These are not from my closet. These sold for a best offer of $15. Nike dry fit shirt sold for $6. Calvin Klein button up sold for $8. Levi's 505s. These are like distressed out and washed out, and they just are. It's a beautiful looking pair of jeans, honestly, guys. And so, like, I don't know if you can tell, like with the wallet out print on there, these sold for $25 the same day that I listed them. And there's just something about a beautifully washed out pair of jeans that makes them sell quickly for the full amount. These I do believe were vintage, but I did not take a picture of the back of the tag to verify, so I did not list them as vintage. So I probably got caught slipping how fast they sold, but still $25, pretty good sale. BKE Gimmicks shirt sold for $10. Victoria's Secret pink sleepwear sold for $6.38. Araya jeans sold for $9. These used to be something I picked up all the time when I first started reselling, but just not a good brand to keep rocking with. So these, as I've told you guys before, this whole shelf is on like 50% off sale. These were one of those items. Polo jeans sold for $10. Columbia shorts sold for $6.75. Eddie Bauer shirts sold for $6.83. J. Ferrar jeans, not something that I would ever pick up. Came in a bulk buyout. These sold for $15. Scent blocker camouflage pants, these sold for $18. 'Tis the season for this type of stuff to be selling. So if you guys are seeing camouflage stuff out there, don't sleep on it. Most camouflage to some degree sells fast. These didn't sell as fast, but they still sold for a great price. Star Wars hoodie sold for $5. Got a white stag cardigan granny sweater here, sold for $4.69. Rockin' Republic shirt sold for $7.97. TK Axel jeans, these sold for $25. J. Jill linen pants, these sold for $7.35. Nike running shorts sold for $4.90. Ann Taylor shirt sold for $6. Land's End granny sweater sold for $16. This is what I'm talking about, guys. Sometimes things sell for a low dollar, then these the higher dollar sales counterbalance the lower dollar sales. I know you guys probably notice all these low dollar sales and like, dude, you're selling stuff for nothing. But at the same time, I just want the velocity on my store, number one. Number two, I'm trying to get rid of items. Why am I going to hold on to something that's obviously not going to sell for a high dollar amount when someone wants to buy it? Duh. So low dollar sales, it is what it is, right? You just sell more higher dollar items to counterbalance the lower dollar sales that you're getting. Everything comes out in the wash. Levi's 513 sold for $17.50. U.S. Army jacket. I picked up like 4 of these in a Bins video a couple months back. This sold for $20. I don't know if you guys remember the video where I was talking about the guy that sent the slick message talking about it's a used shirt. Take my offer or leave it. I'll just move on to the next. Well, this is the shirt that finally sold for $22. If you don't remember, that guy offered me like $14 or something on the shirt, which was still fair enough. Whatever, I would have taken it, even with or without him being snarky. Speaking of that buyer, that guy did message me back whenever he never ended up paying for the shirt. And I messaged him back and I was like, hey, do you want me to cancel the order or what? And he's like, yeah, I'm sorry, man. He messaged me after I had canceled the order, like 2 days after I had canceled the order. I was like, yeah, man, sorry, I fell on hard times and wasn't able to buy the shirt. Yeah, I thought it was kind of funny, that you didn't buy it after leaving me that snarky message. And he's like, yeah, man, I'm sorry about that. And I was like, yeah, it's all good, man. Your offer was more than reasonable enough for me to accept without you saying all that. So just keep that in mind next time you're making an offer to someone, to not be all smart like that. And he's like, yeah, man, I'm sorry. That wasn't the coolest thing of me to do. You know what I mean? So it's all good. In the end, the item still sold for full price. Well, not full price because it's sold on coupon, but it's still sold for a higher amount. And the buyer apologized for being, a smart mouth. But none of that even matters, man. I'm just glad that the shirt sold, and $22. These are Gore-Tex Bass Pro Shops fishing waders. Like they're, you put them over the outside of your clothes. They got the suspenders and whatnot. These I sold for, what the heck, man? These sold for $77 on a best offer. I had them listed for $90. Buyer sent me an offer. Definitely will accept $77. These are the types of sales that counteract the lower dollar sales. Got some REI convertible camping pants. These sold for $25. Refugee bib overalls sold for $15. This is my second time selling these. They got returned for it doesn't fit, which is one of the reasons why I'm going to stop selling overalls, because I've had more than one pair of overalls get returned for doesn't fit. it's about 50-50 with them selling and sticking or selling and being returned for doesn't fit. So they're weird to take photos of, they're hard to take measurements of, so I'm gonna stop picking them up. After the ones that I have sells, I'm not picking any more of them up. But $15, hopefully the sale sticks this time around. Old Navy fleece jacket, new with tag, sold for $14.05. Had it listed for 20 bucks and took an offer today. Brooks running shirt, sold for 10 bucks. The last item going out are these Old Navy camouflage cargo shorts. These sold for 15 bucks. Now I did the math, well I didn't do the math, but I went to the bulk shipping page of eBay to figure out how much money this was going to cost me in shipping. And it's going to cost me about $264 in shipping at the rates that I have everything in there at. However, it will turn up to be a lot less because I charge a flat rate of shipping for all the items, and I do my first class items at 15 ounces. A lot of these are not going to be 15 ounces. Case in point, these are probably going to be like 8-10 ounces. This Brooks shirt is probably going to be like 4 ounces, and so on and so forth. So the shipping rate will probably be more closer to $200. So that will leave, what did I say this was, $821 I think in gross. So that'll leave about closer to $600 gross, and then the fees that comes off the top of that, which will probably leave this whole total sales, these 37 orders or whatever, for about $500 net to take away at the end of the day. So not too bad for 24 hours. Wish all the days could be like this, but it is what it is. That's gonna do it for this video. Catch you guys on the next one, but until then, let's make this cash, guys. Peace.